Peace, peace. What's good, people? Um, on this beautiful day of Ujima, which is collective work and responsibility, in Kwanzaa Day 3, I just wanted to send a special shout out to all moms and wives, but particularly single moms with children. I want to tell you that 2021 is going to be a great year for you. I want to tell you that I'm going to be here for you, putting out content, hopefully, that will help you through any difficult times that you have. I am very interested in helping single moms with their issues of raising sons and daughters on their own. I was raised by a single mom, single mother, and I have some really good tidbits of my experiences that I would like to share with you in this video and videos to come. I want to tell you first and foremost that I love you and that I appreciate you, all that you do, all moms in general, but black moms in particular, because I know that it's very difficult. I also want to say that even though you may be alone and you feel like you're doing it on your own, you're not alone. And that you don't have to have a husband or a boyfriend to help raise your children. All you need is a positive, safe male father figure, big brother figure in your life. Now, I'm not saying that you should not get married and you shouldn't seek a husband or have a man in your life to help out. I think that's optimal. But if you can't have that right now, to make sure that you have a positive male in your children's lives. And that's one of the great things about my mom. Rest her soul. She passed away in 2006. But she had positive men around me all the time. And various men. I remember one of her boyfriends was actually a really big jazz connoisseur in culture. And so I learned from him, learned to appreciate good music. She had another boyfriend that was like a Black Panther and taught me how to box, taught me how to defend myself, taught me about my history and culture. This is the one that got away. But my mom, she'll even say it. And then she had other men in our lives. A lot of times, see, I came up, I'm more of like a 60s baby, but so I was raised, around Black Panthers and brothers that were in the movement. They taught me various things. And I remember she had another one. It wasn't even her boyfriend, and he taught me how to shop for clothes and to go to thrift stores and to be, and still look stylish. And when I graduated from high school, I got best dressed. People didn't even know I was wearing thrift store clothes. And he would tell me certain things about life when he would take me shopping and stuff like that, And then I had big cousins and uncles, and I had, my father and my grandfather. They were like more living elsewhere. I was raised in California, as you can tell. I'm a Warriors fan. Um, but I remember like the biggest thing is that my mom had positive men in our lives, so it kind of balanced us out. And so if you're in the church or you're in the mosque, if you're in any sort of around any sort of program, mentoring program for your young men and women, young ladies and girls and boys, you should try to place your children into those programs if you have them or seek them out. That's one thing. Another thing is to stay positive, and if you can work out an arrangement with the children's father, do your best to do that, because our young people need both that energy, that male and female energy. It's very, very important. And it's also very important that they see you, if you decide to date, that you're in a positive and healthy relationship. But even before if you do decide to date, make sure this is the right man. And you'll know over time if he's willing to grow with you, if he's willing to become the best version of himself, whether he's the one for you. Now, pardon me. The thing is, you got to make sure you and him are straight before you introduce him to your children, of course, or child. Because I think a lot of mistakes that women make is they insist that the man is in the child's life from the beginning, and you don't even know if you're going to work it out with that man in the relationship. So you got to be very, very careful. But it's very important that you um, model healthy relationships in front of your children or child, because we need to break this cycle of young women that are choosing the wrong men, and or young ladies choosing or young females choosing the wrong males, because that just creates a cycle. And so it's very, very important. I'm not blaming women for everything, because I know that a lot of times so-called men send their representatives and don't keep it real. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to make sure your values are correct and that you're looking for the right things in a man. So, besides all of that, I think that it's important that you also equip your young women and young men and children with the right mindset and critical thinking skills. For me, it was reading the autobiography of Malcolm X at a very young age that really helped me start forming a lot of my values. But there's certain authors and books, that I think, particularly women of African descent, single moms of African descent, need to look for. And I like authors like Iyanla Vanzant, Susan Taylor, and others, for you to start educating yourself by checking out these sisters, and start, you know, having your young people read these books. Because a lot of times in the schools, they're not going to learn about our positive and healthy role models. They're definitely not going to learn how to be in a healthy relationship in the future. So you as a parent have to also learn about healthy relationships in the future, because who you are around, whether it's romantic or not, is going to have an effect on your child or children. So I've mentioned this several times. If you want to be involved in a relationship, a really good book to have is um, Unconditional Love by Ken Keyes, How to Love a Black Man by Dr. Ron Elmore, um, The Afrocentric Guide to a Spiritual Union by Raoun Nefer, and anything that Iyanla Vanzant um, writes is good. I started out with daily meditations for people of color, which is like you take a lesson every day for 365 days. And then there's another one called Until Today that is really good. But I think my favorite book, and one that really can help you grow, because you need to grow as a spiritual person as you're raising your children, is a book called One Day My Soul Opened Up by Iyanla Vanzant. These are books that you should read and that you should prepare yourself as becoming a better person, and become a better parent. So all of these things are really pointing to us, and to parents, I should say, single parents, becoming better people. Keeping your head up, placing yourselves in positive, healthy situations, equipping yourself with conflict resolution skills so you're not angry at your child or lashing out at your child for whatever reason. It's just very, very important. And, really just keep your head up as a single mom. Keep checking my channel. And I'm going to be just providing more content for you to check out and help you in your struggle and life. So anyway, we'll say all that to say as well, I have a project called Hands Across the Diaspora, fighting racism in Dominican Republic. Right now I'm working to help a single mom of two get back on her feet, help her daughter get back in school. She's been out since September, and she's a victim of racism in the Dominican Republic. She's a proud black woman. And I can give you more details if you're interested, if you want to email me at Sumumba, Sumumba at mail.com. Basically, right now, the only way to be in school is to have a working television, and they don't have a working television, unfortunately. And I'm trying to raise money for that. I'm going to raise the money whether I have to do it all out of my own pocket or hopefully get some help from you guys. That's not the total purpose of this video, but I wanted to just put it in there. And so we'll talk more about racism and how it affects people and this particular sister in the Dominican Republic. And anyway, if you want to help out, Cash App sign UMBA. I'll put it in the comments and I'll pin it. Sobukwe, SOBUKWE, or Sumumba at mail.com on PayPal. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say for now. Stay tuned to this page. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm at over 1,500 subscribers now, trying to get to 2,000. So help me help the people. And I hope that what I said today was helpful, and I'll be talking more about it. The topic of single motherhood in the future. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Peace.